Alright, we're starting the shed project in the backyard. First thing I'm going to do is build the rafters. I want to have those ready to go when I get the thing framed up and I have the rafters done, so I can just set them up there and nail them on. So I'm kind of going in reverse. I'm going to attempt to show you guys how to do a bird's mouth using a Speedsquare. I have the measurements out here and it's really not all that hard. We'll see if I can get it in the first try here, but I want you to take a look at this right here. This is the rafter that I'm trying to do here. There's going to be a bird's mouth right there, and I have that depth at 1/3 the whole depth of the rafter itself. But what you want is this very top corner dimension down to the angle here and that dimension right there, and then you strike your line through there, and then you measure off of there and go perpendicular to it. So I'll show you how to put those angles. These are all kind of the same 3 angles. This is the angle right here, just in case I want to put a gutter on it. It's going to be plumb. So let's start with this point right here, and I'm going to see if I can do this the right way. But I'm going to have, this is a 6x12 or 612. How do you write that? 612 pitch. So it's 12 over and 6 up. So that kind of gives you that triangular dimension. I think that looks kind of nice. It's pretty common angle for a roof. So we're going to go with that, and that's what I'm going to set up right now. So I'm going to start with the Speedsquare on the corner here. Let's see if I can do this the first try. So we'd start right on the corner, and then right here, this is called your common, like your common angle, your common rise run cuts right here. So there's a 6. So let's assume this is 12, and so a 6/12. So I'm going to turn this angle right on the pivot. It says pivot right there. I don't know if you can see that. You put that right where you want to put it on the corner, and then you run this over, looking directly down on it. Now I'm at the 6 line, so that's 6/12. And so then I'm going to strike a line right here, just like that. And that gets that point right there. And I'm going to measure over, because I've already done the calculation. It's 66 1/4, and that's where I'm going to strike my other point. 66 1/4. Let's just simply go over here to 66 1/4. It's not quite 1/4, but we're going to call it that just to make it easy. So we're going to put a line right there. That'll be the next point. Put it right on that line, and then we're going to turn it until we go to the 6. Pretty simple. And I'm going to try to get as accurate as I can. Take your time. If you get a good one, you can make a pattern off of it. And then I'm going to run it right there. Okay, there's my line. But the bird's mouth is going to be right about here. So we got that line. We scribed that line straight down. Now we got to go up. It's 1.95. I'm going to call it 2 inches. That's fine. I'm just going to go in 2 inches from here. You can probably use that Speedsquare. I'm just going to do it like this. And I'm going to get a real accurate, like 2 inches right there. That's the main point. That's the other part of this bird's mouth. Then all we got to do is go perpendicular off of that. Now there's a little trick on here. There's a little straight line right here. And then there's this. This gives you a perpendicular line. So let's see if I can figure out which way to go. There it is right there. So you have your line here that you figured out. Then you basically line that up with that, and then you got to line it up with that line that mark that you just made. Get it pretty accurate. Take your time, and then you take that line right there, and that's it. And then that goes away. And then we're going to cut in this last piece, and I have another dimension off of that, which is 13.418. So I'm going to call it like 13.5. That's what I'm probably going to do. 13.5. So we can either do a tape measure, or I can just use this right here. And I'll just use this because I have it, and it's pretty accurate. 13.5. And this 13.5 dimension is like this rafter. I want to have, this 13.5, I want to have this 12 inches overhang. I want to have a 1 foot overhang all around this shed because we get snow and rain and stuff. So I at least want that. I think that's going to look pretty nice. Don't you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that ends up being the hypotenuse. Is that what it is? So it's a little bit longer. So 13. We're going to call that 13 and a half. It's going to be a quarter inch longer than 12 and a quarter or something, but that's fine. So we got that mark right here. Same deal. And it gets tricky if you don't have this, if this wood is like not long enough, this can fall off, but right now it's got plenty of room. So I'm gonna do the same thing, pivot right there. We're gonna go over to, I went past it, to 6. Same line, and everything should be lining up. And that's it. There's a layout. And then this goes away. Right there, we cut that off. Unless I just botch it up. We got it right to there. It went about 3/4 of the way through. We're going to do it here. That is the bird's mouth. It's going to go down like this, just like that. Hopefully.